Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be finishing up this Tyberos model. Hope you'll enjoy. Starting off today, we use Primaris neutral gray to kind of re-establish the gray base tones on a couple areas and set up the highlights for the next step. Next, we establish the highlights on the gray areas using bright neutral gray, also from Primaris. And after tweaking the base grays and adding a highlight to the gray areas, this is where we're at. For the red areas on the exile markings, we use burnt red as the base from Primaris, and we highlight with bold pyro red. For the white highlights, we use bold titanium white from Primaris. For the bronze highlights of the armor, we use bright bronze from Primaris. Next, we're going to establish the island's color. Here we use Nasdrake yellow contrast paint from Games Workshop to set up the base. To get the highlights on the lenses, we use whatever shade of yellow you prefer, and just use the edge of our brush to dot in a single dot. Next, we highlight the black areas on the armor using warm gray. After this step, we will end up going over all of the black areas again with a homemade black wash. Of course, you could use Nuln Oil or any other black wash that you prefer. The claws were then painted white in preparation to add the fluorescent paint. Using Vallejo Airbrush Fluorescent Red, we add 2 to 3 light coats of paint to the claws. Off camera, I've used the airbrush to add a little bit more visual interest and glow from the claws. Next, we're going to use a piece of packing foam and some black paint to just chip at the claws and add some visual interest, and also go around the armor and pick out some dings and dents. Also, the base is already completed here, but you can base them in any way you want. If anybody's interested in the way I do my bases, just let me know in the comments below. And here we have Tyberos completed. I hope that you've enjoyed the first 2 videos on the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below.